Hello everyone, myself Otonush De. In the last class, I have discussed some of the basic terms and important terms that are useful for business and for accountancy. So, what is business? So, business means buying and selling of goods in order to earn profit. That means when a person buy or produce goods in order to sell to another person, it is called business, and the main reason behind this activity is to earn profit. So if we notice, the business involve buying and selling of goods. That means there must be two parties. That is, one party is purchasing the goods and another party is selling the goods, and the process is called transaction, because transaction means exchange of goods and services measurable in terms of money. Okay, so if we cannot measure the whole activity in terms of money, then we cannot call it business or cannot call it transaction. Okay, so if we notice in our daily life, that is the taking the example of one business or shop in our locality, then we find that the shopkeepers sell goods to the customer at a multiple times. Okay, that is, in a single day he sells goods to various persons. That means he done numerous transaction in a day. He done multiple number of transaction in a day. So it is not possible for the shopkeeper to keep it in memory for the long time, because there are number of transaction. He may forget all the transaction. So in such a case, there is a need for recording of business transaction, and the process of recording the business transactions are called bookkeeping. Okay, so that means whenever we do any business or any transaction, there is a need for recording that transaction in the books of accounts of the organization. So what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the art of recording business dealings in a set of books, or we can say that bookkeeping is the art of recording business transactions in a set of books. That means there are certain books that we have to maintain in our business in order to record all the transaction. There are mainly two types of books. One is journal and another is ledger, that we will discuss in the next classes. Okay, so what is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is the art of recording business transaction in a set of books, and the main reason behind this recording, because a businessman is not able to maintain, not able to record all the transaction in his memory. So there is a need for recording all the transaction in a set of books, and the process of recording all the transaction in a set of books is called bookkeeping. According to R.N. Carter, that is the author of accountancy, that is, a bookkeeping is the science and art of correctly recording in the books of account of all those business transactions that result in transfer of money or money's worth. Transfer of money or money's worth, that means that the transaction that affects our financial position is, we have to record it in our books. Okay, so bookkeeping is the science and art. The term science and art here states that the bookkeeping, when we will do record, when we will record the transaction and when we will do bookkeeping, we have to follow certain rules and regulations, and the art states that it is a process of systematic recording all those business transactions that affects our financial position. So bookkeeping is the science and art of correctly recording all the business transaction that happens in our business that affects our financial position. Okay, if we go deep into the knowledge that is the bookkeeping, we find there are certain scope or area of bookkeeping. Okay, that means what the actual meaning of bookkeeping and what are the actual work of bookkeeping. The first one is the maintenance of the books of account. That means the business have to maintain certain number of books of account in order to record all the transaction. Okay, so before recording all the transactions, the business have to, or businessmen have to identify the transaction and events to be recorded, because transaction events are two different terms, because events are two types. One is economic events, one is monetary event, and another is non-monetary events. Monetary events means the events which affect our financial position are called monetary events, and the event that does not affect our financial position is called non-monetary events. And the events which affect our financial position called monetary event, or we can say that it is a transaction. That means we have to identify what is transaction and what is event, and those which affects our financial position we have to record. So first of all, we have to identify the transaction and events to be recorded. Next one is the measuring them in terms of money. That means we have to measure them in terms of money, because if we cannot measure it in terms of money, then there is no need for recording of that event or activity. Next, recording them in the books of primary entry. So primary entry means when we record the transaction for the first time, it is called primary entry. For example, when we note something, note our theory, any homework, then we first record it in our rough copy, and then we post them into the main copy. And similarly in business, firstly for the first time they have to record all the transaction in a set of books, and these books is called books of primary entry or journal. Okay, and after that we have to record them in a separate book which is called ledger, that is posting them into ledger. And from ledger we have to prepare another books which is called trial balance. Okay, so these are the main scope or area of bookkeeping, and these are the mainly work which is concerned with bookkeeping. First, that is the maintenance of the books of account. That means the business have to maintain certain number of books of accounts in order to record all the transaction, because it is not possible for the businessman to keep it in his memory for the long time. Next, the business have to identify the transaction. That means those events and those activity which affects their financial position. Next, they have to measure them in terms of money, because if we cannot measure them in terms of money, then there is no need for recording of that event. Next one is the recording them in the books of primary entry. That means first time recording of the transaction in the books of primary entry, that means journal. Then we have to post them it into ledger, and then from ledger we have to prepare trial balance. So this is the scope of bookkeeping. Next, what are the system of bookkeeping? The first system is the double entry system of bookkeeping, and next one is the single entry system of bookkeeping. Okay, so double entry system of bookkeeping means that from every transaction we have to record the two aspects of that transaction. Okay, and this is scientific system of recording business transaction, and it is actually most appropriate and most useful system of recording business transaction, and it was developed by Fra Luca Pecchioli of Italy. It was developed by Fra Luca Pecchioli of Italy, who is also known by the father of accountancy. And another one is the single entry system of bookkeeping. It is an appropriate system of recording business transaction. Okay, as double entry system of recording bookkeeping means from every transaction we have to record twofold aspects of the transaction, and in single entry system of bookkeeping we have to record only single aspect of the every transaction. Okay, next, what is double entry system? So double entry system states that each transaction has twofold aspects, and effects of those twofold aspects are opposite in nature. Okay, so taking the example, suppose a person selling goods to another person's. Okay, that means if he sell goods to another person, that means this transaction affects in twofold. That means one is opposite, that is the opposite in nature. First, he sells good, and in return of that he receives money, and selling goods, that means he is give that goods of same value to another person. Okay, So if one aspect receives the benefit, that from one aspect he receives the money from that person, and there must be another aspect which giving of the benefit. In return of the money, he gives certain amount of goods to another person. And this system of bookkeeping, under which both aspects of every transaction is recorded in the books of account, is known as double entry system of bookkeeping. So double entry system states that each transaction has twofold aspects, that one aspect we receiving the benefit, and another aspect is where we giving up the benefit. Okay, suppose I am selling a goods, and in one aspects I am giving the goods, and in another aspects I am receiving the money for giving that goods. And the process of recording all these transactions, all those aspects, all the two aspects in the books of account is called double entry system of recording, double entry system of accounting, or double entry system of bookkeeping. Next, we can find some of the important characteristics or features of double entry system, or we can say that the elements of double entry system. Okay, so the first feature or the first characteristics of double entry system is that transaction takes place only if two parties, that means one party is receiving the benefit and another party giving up of the benefit. Okay, so if we memorize the previous class, then I have discussed the transaction, and one of the main important feature of the transaction is that for transaction there must be two parties. And similarly in double entry system, for every transaction we have to record the twofold aspects, so there must be two parties. That means one party is receiving the benefit and another party is giving of the benefit. Okay, for example, I am selling goods to another person. In such a case, I am receiving I am giving of the goods to the person, and he is giving the of the money to me. And in one situation I am receiving money and I am giving of the goods worth of the same amount, and in another situation he is receiving the goods worth of rupees same value and giving of the money. That means for every transaction, for me and for that person, there are twofold aspect. Okay, next feature is that each party is affected in opposite direction but with the same amount. Okay, that I have already discussed, that I have earlier discussed that for one situation I have received money and giving of the value of the goods of the same amount. In another situation he receives that goods but giving of the money. That means for every transaction there are twofold aspects. One aspect is receiving of the benefit and another aspect of the giving of the benefit. And the next feature is that twofold aspects of the each transaction is recorded. So under double entry system, for every transaction we have to record the twofold aspects of the each transaction of the party whose account is going to do, or whose account is going to be done by us. Okay, these are the main features or characteristics of double entry system. Then we find some of the advantages and benefits of double entry system. So the first one is the scientific system. So what does the word scientific means? So here scientific means following certain rules and regulations. Like if like double entry system, in double entry system we have to record twofold aspects. That means in one situation we consider that we are receiving the benefit, and another situation we consider that we are giving of the benefit. So it is a scientific system of recording transaction, because here both the effects or both the aspects of every transaction is recorded, and the effects of this both the transaction is both the aspect is neutral. Next one is the complete record of the transaction. The complete record of the transaction means that suppose I am selling a goods worth rupees 700 to another person, and if I record that I am selling goods rupees 700, that is inappropriate, because when I am selling the goods worth rupees 700, that means I am receiving this amount of rupees 700, and in the other hand I am giving of the value of the goods worth rupees 700 to another person. That means the effects of those that transaction is neutral. One is receiving the money and another is giving of the goods. So it is a complete record of transactions under double entry system. Next one is the checks arithmetical accuracy, because for every transaction twofold aspects, there are twofold aspects and the effects of those is opposite in nature but with the same amount. So if the effect of that transaction in opposite in nature but the amount is concerned is same, so it checks arithmetical accuracy of the books of accounts. Okay, so in that is the earlier example that I am selling goods worth rupees 700 to another person and giving of the value of goods worth rupees 700. That means the same amount, and if it is not same amount, then it is not falls under double entry system. Next one is the ascertainment of the results of the business. So as we have recorded both the positive and negative aspects of the transaction, we will find the actual results of the business at the end of the accounting year. Okay, so these are the main advantages of double entry system. So whenever there is advantages, so there must be disadvantages or limitations, and the limitations or disadvantages of double entry system is that the first one is the requirement of expert knowledge. That means whenever we have to follow the double entry system of accounting, we must need a person who have expert in the field of accounting, or expert in the field of double entry system. A simple person or a unqualified person or unskilled person cannot do accounting under double entry system, because he have to aware about the various rules, various principles of accounting or double entry system. Next, it is the lengthy process or cumbersome process, because first we have to record it in the primary book, then we have to post it into ledger, and then we have to prepare trial balance, and then after that we have to prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. So it is a lengthy process as well as costly process. And the last one is the unsuitable for small organization, because this process is generally suitable or maintained by the big organization or large organization, because for big organization or large organization the amount of profit is high, so they can hire the expert knowledgeable person. But for small organization, it is unsuitable in this sense, because they cannot hire the qualified accountant, so it is unsuitable for the small organization. So the system of bookkeeping, there are two system of bookkeeping, one is double entry system and another is single entry system. And what is bookkeeping? Because a businessman cannot keep it in his memory all the transactions in a business for the whole year, so he have to record all the transaction, and the need for recording is to in order to find out the profit of the business, profit or loss of the business at the end of the year. So whenever this transaction happens, it needs to be recorded by the businessman. And for recording there are two systems, one is double entry system, which is the most appropriate or scientific system of recording business transaction, and another is single entry system. And the double entry system, where twofold aspects of the every transaction is recorded, and it is the complete system of recording, and it is the scientific system of recording business transaction. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss some other important terms from our accountancy. So till then, goodbye, stay safe.